Farscape Season 4's finale unexpectedly became the show's last episode when the show was cancelled in 2003, but the space opera's unceremonious conclusion was quietly celebrated by one of its biggest rivals. Of course, less competition is arguably always good news for competing sci-fi shows, but one project directly benefited in an incredibly specific way when Farscape ended. The show in question would likely have continued to thrive either way, but it still gained an unexpected advantage. As a collaboration between SYFY and the Jim Henson Company, yes, of Muppets fame, some of Farscape's best characters were brought to life via intricate puppetry. The show was praised for its innovative approach to the space opera genre, including Farscape's refusal to make space navigation easy like it was in so many of its contemporaries. Moya's starburst also made Farscape unpredictable, but for all the show's original twists, it wasn't able to avoid being axed. Thankfully, two of Farscape's biggest stars landed on their feet in similar roles. Ben Browder and Claudia Black both joined Stargate SG-1, 2 years after Farscape's cancellation. A rival SYFY shows gained 2 new stars from a defunct project. John Crichton, Ben Browder, and Erin's son, Claudia Black, were part of the main Farscape cast throughout. The show ended on a massive cliffhanger and also put the acting duo out of work for a bit. That said, they weren't unemployed for long, as they had both been invited to become part of the Stargate SG-1 cast by 2005, just 2 years after Farscape ended. Also a SYFY project, SG-1 kept both actors busy for the show's final 2 seasons before it too was cancelled in 2007. Thankfully, the cancellation was expected, so SG-1 didn't end with a cliffhanger. Browder played Lieutenant Colonel Cameron Mitchell in Stargate SG-1, and Black was cast as Vala Maldoran. They appeared in 40 and 29 episodes of the show respectively, but also reprised their roles after it ended. Stargate movies continued to be made in the wake of the show's 2007 cancellation, and both Browder and Black returned once more in 2008 Stargate, The Ark of Truth, and Stargate, Continuum in that same year. Black even voiced Vala Maldoran in 7 episodes of the Stargate SG-1 podcast between 2008 and 2012, but Browder never returned to the franchise after Continuum. Both actors returned for one final Farscape adventure before joining the Stargate universe. Farscape, The Peacekeeper Wars rescued the original show's biggest loose ends. Ben Browder as John Crichton and Erin's son as Claudia Black in Farscape, The Peacekeeper War. SYFY made a slight U-turn after cancelling Farscape. There was such demand from the devoted fan base to see how the story ended that a 2-part miniseries was commissioned. Farscape, The Peacekeeper Wars served as a direct sequel to the original show, and was released in 2004, after the original show was axed, but before Browder and Black's Stargate respective debuts. In late 2004, Black became part of the world of Stargate SG-1 in Season 8, Episode 12, Prometheus Unbound, whereas Browder entered the fray in the 2005 Season 9 premiere, Avalon, Part 1. The Peacekeeper Wars originally consisted of 2 episodes, although it has also been edited into a feature-length movie. Browder and Black reprised their original roles and helped wrap up the saga. It's uncommon for a show's cancellation to be addressed in this way, which proves just how underrated Farscape was during its original run. It could easily have joined the pile of unfinished tales, but SYFY clearly decided it owed the cast and fans a proper ending rather than the frustratingly open-ended finale that Season 4 provided. Browder and Black's both making the jump to Stargate SG-1 proves how good they were together in Farscape. Crichton and Erin's dynamic was one of Farscape's best elements. Stargate SG-1 had no real requirement to bring Ben Browder or Claudia Black into the fold. The show was already densely populated with a rich array of characters. However, SYFY obviously felt like both actors still had something great to offer in the wake of Farscape's surprise cancellation, and so made room for them among the SG-1 cast. Furthermore, the fact they came as a pair speaks volumes about how well they complemented one another during their time together on Farscape. Black and Browder carried the natural chemistry they'd already displayed in Farscape into Stargate SG-1. They may not have shared quite so many scenes in the latter as they did in the former, but their experience of working together was definitely on show each time Browder's SG-1 character crossed paths with Black's. If only one member of the Farscape duo had been invited to be part of the Stargate SG-1 cast, the benefits wouldn't have been quite so clear.